Welcome. Welcome to the chaos. Welcome to Fabled 42. This is Crypt Creatures, which is a campaign homebrew that I created that's kind of horror themed with the homies, and it's 5e. So, yeah, welcome. My name's Anne. You can find me on Dusty Wings Illustration on Instagram. Otherwise, you can find me on Ekans the BP for all of your animal related content. And I'm going to have the rest of my homies introduce themselves.
Well, I'm Chris. You know me as Avaran, and you can find me on, Instagram as the real Chris S, and you can find me on Twitch and the PlayStation Network as Agent Fox 5.
Hello, I'm Mackenzie, and I play Toddle in our game. And you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram as MSCOT or Mascot.
My name is Nate. Howdy, folks. I play a character called Dutch. You can find me at Calling Hours on Instagram. Otherwise, I am kind of a recluse.
Fair.
Hey guys, I'm GW. You can find me in places. And back to you.
Well, okay, so we had a pretty fun game last week, where we finally got to catch up with our old friend Dutch, who kind of stumbled upon them mid-battle against a giant ice basilisk. As he arrives, deeming the winning blow with a lot of help from the rest of the team, they were able to find shelter right before nightfall, where it tends to be the most dangerous in this area. But it wasn't all too bad. They did find a pretty much a buried chest in this cave or in this cave or cavern that they were in, and were able to almost blow the whole lid off the place trying to get it unburied. But they were eventually successful. Granted, they angered one of the larger goats of the herd that seems to be the main female, and but everyone was okay, all is well, and they had some time to kind of wind down a little bit from their journey so far and catch up. Before falling asleep, however, or for everybody during Avaran's watch, Dutch did have a dream. Or was it a dream or was it a memory? Talking to this very tall, elf-like woman who was clad in white gold armor, and it gave him feelings of, well, maybe it was realization, maybe relief, or also maybe it was just the eagerness to change how the world was even running. It was almost like he was realigned with the same mission the three others of the team had this whole time, just trying to find any way to make the world better. But that's where we ended up, and once waking up from this dream, he did find solace in having Avaran there to kind of wind him back down to Earth, this new Earth he found himself in, and had a nice moment together, and with nothing really happening so far during the watches, accompanied by a what's the spell called? Toddle's spell doggo.
Oh, yeah, Mordekaisen's hound.
Yeah, the hound. Yes.
Mordenkainen. Yeah.
Mordekaisen,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you. Who kind of kept the both of them company. And I'm gonna say that's where we'll come back to. I'll say maybe an hour or so goes by. Dutch, it's up to you if you want to go back to sleep and finish up your long rest.
I will absolutely do that. I am exhausted. I am terrified by my dreams. I am terrified by my reality. I will do whatever I can to get a little bit more rest here.
Okay. So, Dutch goes down, and Avran, you've got a little bit longer on your watch, so go ahead and roll a perception check, please.
You got it. Alright, perception. 11.
11. Oh fuck, where's my... Wow, you guys. There we go. Ooh.
Good catch.
Thank you. Did you see me catch it? Okay, how am I gonna fit this in the story? Okay, well, Yeah, I mean, as you're watching, it's still just light snowfall. Nothing else happens for a minute. The hound is there, kind of looking very intently onto something. It looks like he might have caught a scent of some kind, and he does kind of nudge you and give you a little bit of an alert.
All right. Do you want me to roll again if I look like in the direction that he's indicating or it's indicating?
You can do an investigation check or a nature check. You're gonna have two different answers.
Let's see.
Either.
Well, either way, the roll is going to be the same because they have the same modifiers. We'll say investigation 5.
Okay. I would say you definitely hear something. It looks like the beat of wings. And I would say it's about like 30 feet above this cavern everyone's sleeping in.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly back away from the edge of the cave. I don't necessarily want to wake Dutch because he literally just went back to sleep. I'm going to nudge Calamity just because Toddle was also exhausted, so I want Toddle to get as much sleep as possible too. And so I just nudge him and say, Calamity, wake up. Shh, shh, shh. Come to the edge with me.
I hop along, like half sleep, like rubbing my eyes.
And so as we get to the edge, I kind of look back up. Can you look up there? I can't see something, but I definitely feel like I hear the beating of very large wings.
Well, that's not great. And I'm going to, what do we have? I'm going to stealth, and I'm gonna kind of go up, hop up there and take a look.
Okay. You can also roll investigation or nature, or roll and tell me what you get.
All right. Oh. Investigation or nature. I think they're both the same. Okay, yeah.
Tell me which
Total of
one,
6.
though.
Okay, I'm gonna do nature, and the total is 16.
That's better.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you do kind of scope around a little bit. You are reminded of one of your watches when you've been visited by a couple of different creatures. And this one you do hear the sounds too. It looks like the wing beating did stop, but you hear a little bit of scraping, and it does sound familiar. But you look above yourself and you do notice an owl 30 feet away. Looks like it's eating something, a fresh kill.
What is... Can you describe what this owl looks like to me? Like, is it an out-of-the-ordinary kind of owl, or is it just like a rego brown or white owl?
It looks like pretty larger than normal owl. Like, this fucker is huge. But definitely just a regular barn owl. And you do notice it plucking fur off of a creature before eating it.
You know what? There's a pattern here. Calamity is sensing a pattern. There was an owl type creature that was more of a cat once before a couple of days ago when we were doing watches. There was another like random owl another night when that was like watching Toddle build stuff. And now there's just another owl. Calamity now sees an interesting pattern. He's too sleepy to be afraid. He hasn't fully regained consciousness to be like, oh, I should be afraid of this. He's still groggy. So, how far away did you say the owl is from me?
Around 30 feet above you.
30 feet above me, taking fur off of a dead creature. In a tree?
No, it's on the cliff.
On a cliff. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you. I am going 30 feet up, huh? I am going to hop. I am going to do one massive bunny hop up, which is one of my features. I can hop 30 feet up, and I want to hop. I don't know, maybe about 15 feet away from the owl.
Okay. In front of it or behind it?
Behind it.
Okay. And sure. And you do. What does the owl do?
I'm stealthing.
You
If that matters.
Oh, he can.
Do you want me to roll? Okay.
Unless you want to be invisible stealth, you can try rolling for it.
I'm gonna try rolling for invisible stealth.
Okay.
This black bunny is gonna try to hide in this white snow. Oh yeah, that probably didn't make it.
If it's over 15, I'll allow it.
Stealth +3 was not over 15. Wait. There's a thing. I have a thing.
You have things.
It's been a minute in
You
my
always
brain.
got a thing.
He always has a thing, but he definitely has a thing for this.
My brain. Okay, I'm going to use my feature, and I'm going to re-roll the d20. All right, so we're gonna go purple this time. Let's see if I can roll higher. No, that was lower. Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, the owl notices you. You do startle it, and it does sort of take off for a minute and flies another 10 feet away, but it leaves its prey there. You notice the prey it was feeding on looks to be like a large, almost like rat-like creature. I think you might have seen one before, but this one's a lot smaller version, where it has kind of barbs on the tail of this rat, but it's standing there and it ruffles its feathers. It was a little spooked. Now it's pissed off, but it's just staring at you from where it is.
Okay, so I was 15.
Mamity, are you all right up there?
Yeah. And I am going. So I was 15 feet away from it. It flew back 10 feet. It's staring at me, so it's 25 feet away. And I'm looking at its prey, this weird rat. I'm gonna look at the owl. I'm sorry. Did I scare you? I get scared too.
And it just looks at you with its giant owl eyes. And roll an athletics check too, since you're technically rock climbing.
Really? It was just one hop.
Yeah, you gotta hold on.
Okay, athletics check, here we go. Where were you earlier? Goddamn. Athletics check. That's gonna be a total of 25.
Jesus, alright. Never mind.
There you go.
You're good.
After I say that, does it do anything?
No, it just stares at you, then at its food, then back at you again.
DM, is this barn owl different than... Does it look different than the other owl that Tuttle pointed out when we were camping a couple of days ago? There was an owl like staring at Tuttle built stuff. Does it look different?
It's the same owl.
I knew it. I'm gonna say, have you been following us? Trying to guide us?
And at that, she's gonna open up her wings and take off towards you and try to land back in her own place on top of her food. She's gonna pick the food up and shove it down the gullet and swallow it whole.
I hear that a lot of people that I travel with really like birds, and they see birds as guides and protectors. Are you that kind of bird?
And she pauses for a minute, but she does still gaze upon you, but a little bit less intensely than before. But she doesn't say anything.
My name is Calamity. Or that's what they call me. Do you have a name?
And
Oh, I'm speaking in Sylvan, by the way. Oh, she takes off?
she takes off. She flies away.
I'm not gonna do that one thing. Or am I? I'm not gonna... I shouldn't. I'll let her fly.
Yep. And you see her, but she's going along the ridge of this sorry, my brain today. A ridge of this like trench, and she just kind of flies off until she disappears out of sight. And to what looks to be almost like, I guess, a cloud or a big cloud of mist that starts to roll through the trench.
Interesting. Calamity is so enamored. Because remember, like maybe a couple of hours before, Calamity saw like through the dimensions and saw worlds die and creatures eat worlds, and so he's just right now he's still coming down off of that, like, connect the dots, connect the strings, all connected. So he's going to look back down from where he hopped from, and he's gonna parkour. He's gonna like rabbit hop down, like.
Athletics check.
Can I do acrobatics because I'm parkouring?
Okay.
Hey, thank you.
Fancier version.
13.
Yeah, you land safely in front of Avaran.
Hey,
Well, how'd it go?
it went, I think, really well, which is weird.
What's weird about that?
Averin, you remember that owl a couple of days ago that Toto pointed out because the owl was staring at him build things all night?
Well, I remember Tottle saying something about it. I don't know that I saw it, though.
Well, that same owl from a couple of days ago, that was the wings that you heard. The same owl was up there eating something. And I find that interesting. We've been traveling for days, and now we're completely away from the forest and the mountains, and the owl is around. And it didn't really seem scared of me. I was talking to it. It didn't say anything back, but I feel like it might have understood me.
Perhaps it was trying to decide if you were prey.
I didn't think of that. And I'll say, I saw it fly away. What direction was it? Like, did she fly away northeast?
Technically west,
Okay.
but that's the direction you guys are headed.
Okay. I asked her, Avaran, I asked her if she was a bird, of a guide or a protector, because I hear sometimes, well, from Toddle and other people, and I guess you now, because you have a bird, but I've always heard that they're like protective and they're a kind of a guide, so I asked it if it was that kind of bird, and it stared at me, and then it flew west. It flew west, which is, I think, the same way that we're going. So maybe that was That could have been something, or it could have been nothing. I could still be coming down from my high. Did I tell you what I saw?
No, you went away for a while, then you came back, and you certainly seemed changed, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, I got something to tell you when everyone else wakes up. I'm gonna wait until everyone's there. I'm kind of still tripping. But yeah, that's all that was up there.
At that, I go take like a step or two over to my pack and grab the bottle of whiskey and take the cork out and hand it over to Calamity. Perhaps this will steady your nerves, my friend.
I do a very exaggerated, like, mouthful and gulp. That's warm. Okay,
Yes, it is, and I take a swig too.
Okay, am I going back to sleep?
That's up to you. Do you want to go back to sleep?
I fall down right at his feet, just face plant into the ground.
But I guess he wanted to go back to sleep then.
All right. So I would say as Avran kind of settles in and kind of maybe throws something over Calamity as he sleeps next to him. The hound is wagging his tail and still finishing the watch with you. And I would say you probably didn't see this, but the goat, the lead lady of the herd, had her eye open the whole time as she was listening to the two of you, and then also listening to Dutch as well, but then slowly closes her eye and goes back to sleep. And then at that, the sun is going to start to rise, Avaran. Looks like the watch went without any issues, thankfully. There are a couple maybe close calls of different predators that kind of you would hear skittering about lower in the trench, but none of them close enough to even know you were there. But as like the magenta sky starts to bleed into the cavern a little bit, it is time to wake everyone up.
And I busy myself with doing that. You know, I kick dust on the fire and, you know, nudge everyone. Carefully waking Toddle just because, you know, he needed the sleep and I don't want to, like, jolt him out of it.
I have risen.
How are you feeling, my friend?
Much better! Did I get a full rest?
Everyone gets a full
All
rest.
get full rest?
Yes.
Yay. Okay, thank you.
I'll kind of shuffle around. I'm rubbing my eyes and kind of getting the lay of the land again. It's been a kind of a wild night for me.
I'm gonna start cooking breakfast.
Morning, folks.
Calamity, or GW, roll a 20. Tell me what number you get.
Okay.
Mystery rolls.
I'm not disturbed by this. A 17?
Okay, I mean, not too bad. You're a little hungover, but not too bad. You're just
Nice.
like a little,
Hell yeah.
feel a little heavier than before.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. Well, so I think I heard that Toddle is about to make breakfast. Out of curiosity,
Did you hear that?
out of curiosity, what is Toddle making? Like, I know we have like different kinds of like herbs and foods and whatever in the bag and whatever, but I want to know what you're making and how you're making it.
Sure. So, Toddle is using two different food sources. Actually, three. One is all of the foraging from past animals. So, a lot of different meats, cured meats and things like that. That he would.
Basilisk meat.
Yeah. Like I have. Let's see. The basilisk meat was one of them. I have various herbs that I collect and forage for. Let's see. I have the centipede meat. I have stuff from the wyvern still. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of meats just from scavenging from beasts. Then also all the foods we've purchased. So we have a lot of food from ore that we have purchased up. And then on top of that, we also have recipe books. We have cooking tools. We have a whole bunch of stuff from Fancy's bag of holding, which I have in my person. So, while Toddle does not excel at all at cooking, in fact, he is horrible at it. Because he was so enamored with Fancy doing it. I don't want to say he really learned anything because he didn't really have any, like, when she was cooking, he was pretty much sleeping, so, like, or working on something, so just basic memorization. He's able to put together, you know, basic soups. I like to think that, like, something that would be, like, Toddle's favorite type of food is, like, mushy food, like
porridge.
Yeah, like porridge, like oatmeal, mashed potatoes, like things that require being very overcooked and smashed. So, like...
You say kanji, Anne? Oh, I love kanji.
So yeah, so like for the morning it would be like a type of oatmeal, and he's gonna be like, I think I'll put in some carrots this time, and just is like mix matching different foods to try to recreate what he saw Fancy do.
At this, Avaran kind of gives Toddle like a sideways look, unsure about what he's making, and digs into his bag for a ration.
Toddle does get the attention of all of the baby kids, and so they're all sitting around just kind of watching intently as Toddle flips together breakfast for everyone.
Yeah.
Smells good.
So...
Carrots and oatmeal? There's like, what's like a random forced rosemary? You know, like, it's gonna be like random.
Rosemary carrots.
Rosemary carrots and oatmeal, here you go.
Interesting. So, as we're all kind of grabbing our bowls of oatmeal, as we're eating, I would say... Out of character, I feel like there was something that I wanted to ask Dutch, but it's gone right now. So, but
Ask
I would
him for the guitar.
Yeah, we're getting cozy this episode.
You know what? Hey, Dutch.
Yeah, what's up?
I've never seen a guitar like that. What would I? Yeah, I would call it a guitar, or would I call it a lute? I don't know. I've never seen that instrument before. What is it?
No. It's,
Well, it looks like a lute or something, but not.
It's sort of a custom creation of mine here that I had a luthier build up for me. Not quite a lute, not quite a violin, something sort of in the middle here. Just something special for me.
Interesting. I wanted to try using it at a point. I never had a chance. I didn't know that it was... I heard that you were dead, so I thought eventually I would try it, but I guess even though you're dead, you're not dead, so it belongs to you.
I will set my bowl of food down, which smells delicious, but I can't bring myself to eat. It smells amazing. I miss this smell of food, but for whatever reason, I just can't bring the food to my mouth. It won't work. And I'll reach back and grab the lute and pass it over to Calamity very gently. I know you can be a bit skittish, so just be gentle with it and see how you like it.
Oh, don't worry about it. Avaran fixed me up right last night. I'm fine. So I'm going to kind of take this electric guitar, right? That's what it is. And I'm going to just be like I just want to
Roll a performance check. Roll a performance check.
Okay.
Let's see how bad it is. How good it is.
Wow, Anne! Natural 20! And you was just talking about me. You was just talking about me in my face, and I got a natty. Ooh!
Oh my god, you kill it! the first verse of Smoke on the Water just nailed it.
I was here through the fire and flames.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Nice.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
how does everyone like receive these notes that I just put down?
The kids are still watching the cooking,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, Mama Goat's actually not in the cavern anymore. She's up
Mhm.
with the herd, but you do hear some stirring outside.
Well, since we know that the goats are outside, we probably know that that's the herd that's stirring, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I guess I was hoping for some kind of feedback from the bard, but I guess I won't get it. That's fine.
It's well, we'll work on it. How about that?
I mean, you
Oh.
are a novice, so even a nat 20 is still like, all right, you get promise.
DM roll
Yeah,
a D.
no, you got potential, kid. Trust me. Were you drinking a little last night? Was that yeah?
DM roll a D100, please. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm
God.
joking. I'm joking. I was drinking a little bit. For
Yeah,
my
you gotta-
nose.
We'll try it again when you've been drinking a little. Trust me, the music's better when you've been drinking.
Gotcha.
At this, I hand the whiskey bottle over to Dutch, and I say, well, let's put that to the test then.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh, I-
God.
And let me just go ahead and add my performance buff to that. So, okay, just in case, I got a 24 total with a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, buddy,
Just kills
that's
eruption.
good.
from
That's
Van
good
Halen.
stuff. Let me,
Stolen from hell.
It's hell whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would explain why I'm feeling kind of drunk already.
Yup.
You
Can't believe
know,
still have
reminds
that.
me of a little tune that I just came up with that I remember from long ago that I just invented, and it's it's about these little goats that I love.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think all the notes are coming through the
Mm.
audio.
Not all of them, no.
Bummer.
Oh man,
Are you gonna roll performance?
Right, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna roll a
it.
performance check here. Let's see.
Roll it.
Oh, buddy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
With disadvantage because you took a shot of that whiskey.
That is gonna be 28.
Roll
Oh,
roll
shit.
one more time with
You're
disadvantage.
fucking barred.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say. And I got a 4.
Well, started
Wow.
out great, then you got a little nauseous. As if not only
Must
is
be-
liquor
oh, God.
terrible in your body, but any kind of food at all either.
Whew.
Wait, a
That must
4?
be the whiskey. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Like you said, it's strong.
It's
Oh God,
it's
yeah, the hell
strong.
whiskey's something else.
Maybe the next time you play and you haven't drunken, you can be better.
Yeah, well, why don't we both try it again sober sometime?
Yeah, sure. So, since we're all awake and kind of getting ready, there's something I wanted to tell you guys. A lot was happening yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to say it at the time. But now that I've kind of relaxed and rested, and my brain is not kind of weird mush, I can tell you what I saw. So you know how we were fighting that thing, and I kept like appearing and disappearing and appearing and reappearing and stuff. Well,
That was a bit weird.
I think I was going in and out of different realities, because there was one time where I was still there and I saw everyone, but it was just dark though. It was like I was in kind of like a reverse world thing, and I was trying to yell to you, but you couldn't hear me. But then I came back, and then I left again, and I went somewhere, and then I came back, and then I left, and then on the 3rd time that I left, it was like I was in the universe. I was standing on this, like, I don't know, magic triangle platform thing, and I just, you know how, like, when at nighttime when the moon isn't there, like, you see, like, the stars and stuff. I was actually there in the middle of all of it, and it was so much. I saw these two huge orbs crash into planets. I saw these planets crash into each other, and it died. And then this huge creature ate, like, the energy of the dying planet, and it was fucking crazy. And I saw, like, comets and just weird, a lot. It just really opened up something, and I I I'm still trying to put it all together and make sense of it. But Tuttle, does this sound like something you would know about?
Sounds like you got into some shrooms.
DM, would I know where he's talking about?
Roll a history check.
Ooh, I will.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna need a roll a history check to know anything.
15.
15. Okay. What'd you get, Tots?
18.
Okay, so you both would know this information, but from the text that you've read so far, from books, spell books, and things you've gotten from Hell, and like the information you do know about the gods, the little information that's known about the Zero God, is that he kind of has the ability to control some time and space. So there, I mean, and just recollecting the fresca that you all put together back at the temple, there was an eclipse with what looked to be a Herringon in the center of it, so it does remind you of that. And he's known to control everything outside of this world and realm. Like, he controls the beyond, meaning space, stars, planets, that kind of thing. So it could have something to do with that. That's definitely what it reminds you of, but you have no idea who this other creature was that was absorbing different planets and things.
Okay.
Galactus. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Right.
well, in amazement, I just say, fuck me, Calamity. It sounds like you might have gone to the astral plane.
Oh, it was wonderful and terrifying all at the same time.
How were you feeling? What got you there? What was the thing that triggered you to go into this realm?
Pig.
I think
This
panic.
entity known as Father Tig. Lived before me.
I think panic, cause I, every time I would try to come back from where I would come back for a second, and then I don't know, something would happen, and then I would just, if it literally felt like I was being sucked into somewhere from my belly button outward, and then I think it just happened when I panicked.
Okay. That a lot of stuff does happen when you
How
panic.
much whiskey have you been giving this guy?
Yeah.
I kind of look at the bottle like, a lot more than I should have, I guess.
Yeah, I reckon so.
So, besides that, one last thing. Avaran sent me on a mission last night when you all were sleeping. So, you remember that owl that you saw when you were working a couple of days ago, Tuttle? I think it might be following us, because I saw that owl last night, and I talked to it. It didn't talk back, but when I asked if it was, because I heard from you that I guess you had a crow or a raven or something, and it had a knife, and you were just like, oh, this team loves birds. Birds are like our guide. Birds are cool. Birds protect you. And so I was like, are you that kind of bird? And it looked at me, and then it flew off to the west, which is where we're heading. So I'm wondering if that's a good sign.
Yeah, probably. I mean, birds have been nothing but helpful in this game, so no.
I forgot about the crow.
Well, what do you guys say we follow it?
Yeah, I I mean, it's where we're going, so that's fine.
I
Totally.
will add one small detail.
Uh-oh, did it try to eat you?
No. Surprisingly, no.
Good.
But it did fly into like a cloud. It looked like a storm cloud. So there might be a storm where we're
Okay.
going. But it could have passed because it was last night. I don't know how this mountain works.
Okay.
That's all.
Keep that ahead. Keep that in mind. Yeah.
done.
Well.
And Dutch is gonna kind of hearing this move towards the mouth of the little sort of cavern that we're in and take in the surroundings and look westward. And can I do a perception check with that?
And
Do I? What's the time? Like, what time of day is it right now?
like 6 a.m.-ish?
Oh, okay. And the weather's like, meh, whatever.
Yeah, a little chilly, but
Nothing
It's-
abnormal. Okay.
we're in an icy area.
Then if everyone's packed up and ready to go, we can let me do my because I just did a long rest, so let me do my potions.
Yes. Dutch, what'd you roll?
I got a 21.
Okay, you see all the things. You do
Dude.
notice the herd is getting ready to move as well. The leader of the herd, King Goat, is actually pretty close to you at the mouth of the cave, looking right at you, which is kind of startling. But as far as what Calamity did describe, you do see it ahead of you. It's a good mile or so out, but yeah, your entire vision is just totally distorted from all of this mist. It doesn't look like a storm per se. It might be underneath it, but it looks like it's just a giant wall of white that you have to walk through.
Fog wall. And do the goats look like they're headed in that direction?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look back or come back into the cave a little. And Calamity, I think I'm seeing what you're talking about here. Is I don't know, maybe like a mile out or so. You guys said we were going west, right? We're headed west.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but looks like just this blanket of fog. And if I recall correctly, somebody said something about journeying through the Valley of Death.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay, so I mean dollars to donuts. I'm gonna say that might be it.
Good thing we have our cold wear, so maybe we'll still be warm.
I got one new boldness, so I have 4 boldness potions.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Apparently, I've been hoarding those, and then another transformation. So
Interesting, very interesting. Tuttle,
yes,
if you have like a grand plan or something with your experimental potion jars, that's great. But if you could offer one, I would love one of the boldness ones. But if you
Yes.
can't, it's
without even you finishing the sentence, he would have handed it to you already. Take it.
Thank you.
Yes, that's fine. Anytime,
Bad things
literally.
happen
What
when
while
rabbit drinks from bottles.
No, I'm like handing them all out. I'm like, take stuff, take them, use it. I just so you can hear, quick tangent to my store. Here you go. I have one of heroism, which adds it helps your HP. I think it maxes your HP out, and it gives you the bless spell. I still have 3 boldness potions. I have 3 just normal healing potions, 2 transformation potions, which last for 10 minutes, and 1 swiftness potion, which pluses your walking speed by 10 for 1 hour. Oh, and flight, but I'm gonna hold on to that one.
When you first brought up the transformation potion to me a couple of days ago, I didn't really think much of a use for it. But I know that since we're going to this city, and that that we don't want to be seen. I guess specifically me, but because we have to like, I don't know. Maybe when we get closer to the city, you can give me some of your transformation potions, so maybe I can fool people and be a halfling.
Cool.
Or a
Yeah.
gnome. Maybe I could look like your brother or something.
Sure. I could turn into a gas cloud, so like these are pretty much useless to me. Or invisible. I could turn into a glass cloud or invisible, so these are essentially worthless unless I need to be a living creature.
Tuttle, you're so powerful.
Yes, I am. Bow before me.
If you ever decide to make any potions of speed, I could definitely use those.
Yeah, I've got one of those too. Here you go. That is also for you.
You do have a
Okay.
speed potion.
So you guys got your stuff, right? Because I'm erasing
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yep, I marked it.
I will add it to
Okay.
my inventory.
And these, why am I doing this? This is gonna create chaos. I'm actually, I think we still have one of the muffins from the very first episode.
Oh,
The
God.
blue muffins.
Yeah, the blue muffin.
In the healing, in the bag of, in the bag of
those
holding.
muffins.
So
Yeah.
it was in there.
A little stale.
In the
but they still work.
food. Yeah, I was gonna
Still
say
good.
it's probably looking funky after 100 years, but here you go. And I'm gonna give that to Dutch and be like, here, you know what this does. Maybe it'll come in
Good.
handy for you.
Looking at it.
Trick somebody.
Oh, I remember this.
It's supposed to look like that.
It's supposed to look like that.
I think, yeah, we got it like this. I think a couple hundred. Hold on.
Polishing the muffin.
Those muffins have been through hell. Those
Yeah, no,
that
I
muffin
mean, I think it's mostly intact. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still blue.
We'll hold on to this for safekeeping.
So that's a good remembrance. All right, there you go. Shop is closed. I had one last thing I wanted to do before we headed out, and this is a new thing that I don't know how to do a lot of. So any artificer help will help me. But I wanted to try one of my infusions, which I believe it's always whenever you do an infusion.
Mm-hmm.
It starts at the beginning of the after we're done with the long rest. So
That's correct.
I did it! Yay! Okay, so
Which one do you choose?
give me a sec.
I do remember. I'm not gonna put you on the spot or anything, but I do remember you once had a passing idea that you were gonna ask chat to decide for you. I don't know if that's what you want to do or not.
Yeah, that'd be super fun. Yeah, chat. Definitely amongst yourselves discuss what I have one more slot. So, oh no, I lied. I have 10. I have 10 gnome slots. You can have 10 infusions, I guess, at level 14.
Good God.
But I already have the enhanced defense on my chainmail, so the enhanced defense is taken. You guys can pick the other. Here's your flavor. This is your insert into the campaign.
All right, just a question. Are you sure it's 10 infusion slots to your level, or do you just have a list of 10 that you can pick from, and you can only have like 3 or 4?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so you get 10. You have 10 slots, but you can only use 2.
Gotcha.
At least, like at the beginning. I don't know. I'm sure those increase to 4 or whatever. But at my knowledge, at level 14, you have 2 that you can use actively.
Gotcha.
At the start of every day.
All right. Well, while chat talks about that, is there anything specific you want to do, Avaran, before we left this cave?
Well, it's funny. I was looking up the potion of speed to add it to my inventory, and I thought, curiously, I'm gonna look up diamonds since we found 40 gallons worth of diamonds. How many would that be, Anne?
That would be.
How much loot do we have?
Oh my god.
Seeing as
that's-
one diamond, it says, is worth 5,000 gold.
Chris, this is a question you ask Anne when we're not in game, so she can do the math later.
All right. I'll chat later with her.
That's too much math. We'll do it later.
Definitely a few million gold.
Cool.
In response to the people in chat, yes, 40 gallons of diamonds is what was described to us.
Giant chest full of diamonds.
Yeah, which is not a metric I'm used to measuring diamonds in. But when there's 40 gallons of them, who's complaining?
They're all tiny little
Mhm.
diamonds.
I totally
Um,
pictured them being like chaos emeralds in Sonic size.
Right.
Oh no, they're a lot smaller.
Oh, they're just 40 gallons in size.
Yeah, I just
Um,
thought they were large.
but no, Avaran does nothing other than pack his gear, get ready to leave.
Okay.
I hop out the cave looking for my mount.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's kind of pacing back there. The kids have already started to trickle out of the cavern as well, and are joining their guardian mothers, whichever one there are. But everyone's ready and awake. And yeah, so everyone roll a quick animal handling.
Oh, jeez.
Here we go. I can't talk to animals. No, no, no.
Oh my god! Thank you, Nate, for picking my dice. I just got a second nat 20 on the pink
God
dice.
damn.
I got
Do
a
it.
dirty 20.
There we go.
I got
Yeah,
a
now
14.
We're doing
All
I got
right.
21.
All right, so
Yeah.
everyone except Avaran somersaults on top.
Shoo, 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 shoo. Ha!
And with the alpha kind of leading the herd, so Dutch is gonna go in front. Who wants to go? What's the marching order behind Dutch?
I want to be right beside Dutch. And I know this is
Okay.
like a wall cliff thing, so I want to
Yeah.
actually be above Dutch.
Okay,
I'm navigating, so.
in the middle.
I'm pulling up the rear, as always.
All right, you've got all the kids and all the other ladies.
Got
But-
Avaran,
You're the
big rear,
babysitter.
big rear
Children.
guy.
Yeah, the babysitter.
And everyone starts heading out. I mean, at a pretty quick pace too. We're going through, and everything seems pretty quiet this early in the morning. Whatever creatures were hunting throughout the night are all kind of sound in their caves. There were a couple of like sketchy situations where I think I would say like a quarter mile in you would pass a giant cavern, not as big of an opening, but one that goes in really deep, and you do hear something snoring really loudly inside. Do you want to investigate or just walk past it?
I'll let y'all decide.
I mean, like, actually go to investigate or just kind of look in its general direction?
You can do anything you want.
I'll look.
All right. Roll an investigation check, please. to
Yeah, I
see
will too,
what it
because
may
you know
be.
my ass is gonna be investigating that.
Mm-hmm.
11.
11. Okay. The goats are a little on edge, but they're there with you.
You gotta be
Yeah.
careful. You have the children with you.
That's why I'm only looking. I'm not actually going.
I got a 16. Is that any different?
Roll a d4, Tuttle.
Oh! Whoa, it landed diagonally. Have you guys ever had that happen?
On a d4?
Oh.
Never.
Yeah, it's like diagonal, but because it's on the edge of the wall. Oh, that's weird.
Cool.
3.
Okay.
So 19
yeah.
total. for
Yeah,
you.
I mean, pretty good. You get, you see a little bit of evidence that it looks like it seems to be a feathered creature of some sort, but there's also kind of the tip of a tail you can kind of see with the light, and the tail looks to be a little bit more reptilian. So it's definitely a giant creature. I would categorize as giant, sleeping somewhere in this mountain.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Does Toddle describe it to us?
Yeah.
Because Chris knows or has a good idea what it is. With Avaran though,
Interesting.
can I roll something for that? Nature or animal
You can-
handling?
You can do nature.
All right.
Animal knowledge.
Oh, that's a nat one. Avaran doesn't know shit.
Nope. Nope. And then you do get a kind of nudge from Alpha Dutch that we should keep moving.
Is it a
Quiet.
griffin?
I think it's
Can
a...
I certainly don't think it's a chimera.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals at a low level. One moment, please. And I will speak with the alpha, who I am riding, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So I will sort of lean down closer and say, I know we kind of got off on the wrong foot back there. But do you know anything about the path forward and maybe this cave? I mean, I'm getting the sense that this is all very dangerous, and my companions here have told me that we're supposed to travel through the Valley of Death, which is not a great name, but can do you know the way? Do you know of the city that we're looking to find?
I do. I know where y'all are headed, and it gets a lot worse from here. That creature that slumbers before us, well, he's not dangerous unless we wake him up.
And I'll turn back to the party and tell them our friend here says that the creature is not dangerous as long as we don't wake it. And frankly, I think we best be going now and getting on our way. And I'll lean back to the goat and thank him. And my name's Dutch. Do you have a name?
He doesn't answer.
Fair enough, my friend. And I'm gonna kind of give him a little tap and get him going again to just keep slowly slink past this opening.
Yep, everyone roll stealth, please. with advantage, because the goats are already pretty quiet.
Jesus Christ.
Nat 20.
Nice.
18.
18. Okay.
11.
9.
11 and 9. Okay, not too bad. Let me see if.
That was with advantage, Mackenzie?
That was with advantage. I had rolled
Oh.
a 9 and an 8 and a 5.
Ouch.
Okay. All right. Well, I rolled lower than all of you, so yeah, you guys pass without a trace, and you are headed over. It looks like that wall of white is getting a lot larger, and you start to hear it now. You hear almost. It sounds like a wind tunnel before you, but it's still, I would say, 100 feet ahead.
I'm going to say, DM, that about 15, 20 minutes after we pass that creature's cave and we're further away and we're kind of like starting to, the wind's starting to pick up a little bit, so we're slightly muffled. And I'm riding right beside / above Dutch because I wanted a conversation. I'm gonna say, "Hey Dutch, so Toto made some pretty good oatmeal this morning, and I noticed that you didn't eat any. Were you not hungry?"
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there are times where I want food and I miss food, but if I'm being honest, I can't remember the last time I ate.
Is it 'cause you're dead?
While I don't appreciate how bluntly that was put, I suspect that could be the case.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Calamity. I'm still kind of working through some stuff.
I didn't think about it. I'm sorry.
I'm working on a concept album to try and just get this out. And while I appreciate your
I know this person.
curiosity, it's bear with me because this is I'm just as confused as you are. I assure you.
DM. And
Yeah.
This is
how?
in-game. I'm laughing.
My question to you is, how much of my blood do I have left in that syringe from hell?
Man, how do you measure?
It's up to you. You're the deciding factor here.
Yeah, it's like half full.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, well, Dutch, since you can't really eat food right now, I've actually heard a lot of different tales about people similar to you, and I want to try something.
All right. Well, what is it you had in mind?
I'm gonna take out this syringe that's full of half full of my personal blood.
Bunny blood.
Okay, easy, easy.
I'm not gonna stab you, silly.
He pulls out a syringe.
And
Alarming.
I'm going to I'm gonna hold on to this goat's wool, this cotton wool, and I'm gonna bend down and give it to Dutch under me. Here, try to eat this. Can you eat this?
Is this meant to be eaten, or
Transfused.
I've learned there's a lot of things about me that can be used.
Tell him it's cherry flavored.
It's cherry flavored.
those of you who have been with us from the start will remember my phenomenally cavalier attitude towards eating the colored muffins. And in keeping with that attitude of exploration, with a wanton disregard for my own personal well-being, I'm going to squirt the contents of this syringe down my gullet.
Oh no.
The blood of calamity.
Okay.
Only good things can happen.
Only
This'll
good
be
things.
good.
Only good
This'll be
things.
good.
Because dead people,
Uh-oh.
they can. I hear that they can survive off of blood. So, I don't know.
Oh man.
And brains.
All right. Okay, so Dutch, as this happens, and those onlooking, even well, I guess Calamity, you'd be the closest to Dutch, but you would see the
I'm looking
pupils-
right at him.
the pupils in his eyes dilate and not only take up his entire iris, but also envelope his entire eyeball. So his eyes are blacked out, and then he's gonna freeze in place. King Goat is gonna kind of look up and a little bit to the side at Dutch, a little bit alarmed. And Dutch, you're gonna be transported into an astral plane. It's gonna so the body of Dutch is gonna disappear for a second.
Oh no.
Before I describe what's going on Dutch's end, how do the three of you respond to his body disappearing?
Oh fuck! I couldn't believe he actually did it.
I swear I didn't mean to kill him. I swear, Tuttle, I
We
did not.
just got him. Are
Tuttle,
you kidding me?
I swear to God, I didn't mean to
Oh
kill him.
my
I swear, I didn't know it was gonna
God.
happen. Tuttle, I swear, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I swear to God.
Okay.
mean,
It's
to be-
fine. Let me read. And scrolls are flying.
To be
He's trying
fair, he's already dead.
But I'm trying to look for my necromancy spell. That is
Okay.
I have a necromancy spell. What is it? Reanimate, something like that.
I don't know if that'll do anything, but
I
Okay.
have something that death ward or something. I don't know. I have something that heals people from the dead. But continue. Revivify. There we go.
oh my god.
Well, I have
Well-
Revivify, but that's like if he dies within the last minute.
That's true.
Not 100 years ago. Okay, well, so Dutch, you're gonna find yourself standing on what looks to be. It feels like you're standing on glass, almost like it's very delicate. But you're gonna get an uneasy feeling in your stomach because you're gonna find yourself totally suspended in space,
Oh God.
and you're gonna see different nebulas and different galaxies. Like you can see them. Like you can see the depth of the sky through how many galaxies and collections of stars there are. And it's gonna be a little
The
bit
time knife?
overwhelming.
Do I see the
No.
time knife?
Maybe.
Oh God.
But it's gonna be a little overwhelming at first. But it's quiet here. It's dead silence. There's no sound. If you would try to speak, you can't even hear yourself breathe, or you can't feel or hear your armor or anything you're wearing kind of move. And you're gonna see a collection of planets closer to you, including one that seems to be a huge gas planet that's just bright purple and orange. And it kind of floats before you and almost takes up the majority of your vision on the entire right side.
Am I ambulatory? Can I move or swim through this space, or am I just sort of floating adrift?
You can try. You're kind of floating at the moment. But
Okay,
if you
I'm gonna
just roll
try to. What am I rolling?
roll a d20.
All right.
I don't know what fucking roll
So
that is.
so Nate, something that
God.
you don't know, story wise, a lot of people are hunting Calamity for sacrificial reasons, for blood and all this other stuff, because it could be used for planar things and beyond.
Yeah, interplanar travel. I've got I rolled a 4, so I am
You
just
are-
tumbling through
Yeah.
this astral.
If you try to kick a leg or move an
ether.
arm, you find
Yeah.
yourself a little off balance and you start to tilt to the side, but it doesn't feel like you are. It just feels like the planet is just kind of rolling in front of you. But you do start to focus, and you do find yourself kind of drawn to a sort of image. Go ahead and roll a d10 and tell me which number that you get.
All right.
I swear to God, Tuttle, I didn't mean to do it. I
5.
didn't know what's gonna happen.
You got a 5. Okay.
I am
5.
reading!
Well, as you start to focus, you do see almost, I don't know, it's a kind of a mirage of different images. There are images of your past. There's a couple of bar scenes and stuff that you almost feel and hear. And almost you start to get your hearing back, you start to get your scent back, even though you're in the same place, seeing the same things. You hear people smoking cigars and laughter, clinking glasses together. Someone gets pissed off somewhere in the back of the bar because he rolled a bad set of dice. And then it kind of pulls you out of it and into another image of, and this time it starts to usurp everything you're seeing in space. You can almost see it like if you see the waves of the storms happening on the gas planet, it almost forms kind of a silver arched gate. There's 3 arches with one, the center arch being the main one and the largest, and it looks to be like a silver gate. And then you are pulled back out of it, back into the astral plane floating in space.
Jesus Christ.
And back to the rest of the team. What are you doing?
Calamity, do you know how we get him back?
Before I say anything, DM, is Dutch still in space, or did he port back to us?
He's still in space. He's
Okay.
still just an empty goat. Or not an empty goat, but the goat, there's no one there.
I'm gonna say to respond to Avaran. At first, I'm staring at the spot where Dutch once was. I'm gonna say out loud. So that's what it looks like from the other side.
Yeah.
Avaran, I don't know. I don't. It just happens when I panic, or I don't know how it happens. I don't know how to come back. The first time I was gone, I was in a dark place, but I still saw all of you, and I kind of forced myself back, and I came back, and then everything exploded, and then I went away again. I don't know if he can do that. I don't know how it works.
Did he take his guitar with him?
Probably.
I would assume, yes.
Am I transported to this plane with all of my possessions on me?
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it. I'll go back. Yeah.
I tried, my friend.
Tuttle, how's the reading going?
I can't find it. It's taking a minute.
Well, you know what? Well, guys. I know that sometimes it's just time related. When I do that, how quick do you say it normally is?
Hours. Hours.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Calamity came back in a matter of a minute or 2.
Did he?
Yeah, we were in the middle of battle when it happened.
Oh. Okay. Damn. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm thinking of something else. Never mind.
Of course, who knows if the same effect is going to be true of Dutch drinking his blood, for Christ's sake.
It was just a squirt.
That's what...
Let me look.
And at that, the alpha is going to turn around and face all of you, and you're
Okay.
going to hear him speak.
Oh no.
And he's going to say, "We're short on time." And at that, he's going to rear back and land both of his hooves on the surface of this ledge he's standing on. And all 3 of you are going to be ported into a different plane.
What?
Where-
What legendary Pokemon is this? This
Yeah, I know.
Well, there's going to be a man that stands before you, and he's a big burly man, big giant shoulders. Looks like he's wearing a coat of fur, like a big tuft of fur behind his neck and down his front. His sleeves are also going to be cuffed with fur. Otherwise, it's leather gear. He's going to have no weapons on him, but he is going to have a staff that's kind of hidden in his belt. He's going to have long gray hair braided in different areas, adorned with different trinkets and things of different stones, different leaves, and there's going to be a crown of berries over his head. He's going to have a long mustache that collects into his beard, and it's going to be large, long, and gray, almost all the way down to the bottom of his stomach. And he's not going to say much. His eyes are all white, and he's going to kind of gesture his hand behind him. The three of you are going to look like you're standing suspended in space, but not in the same plane as Dutch is, but it's going to be all white. And he's going to open what looks to be kind of an image, starts as a dark spot, and it starts to kind of rip into the white in this plane. It's going to get a lot larger. And it's going to phase into almost like a door, kind of the shape of a door, a little bit kind of torn at the edges. And you're gonna see Dutch there floating in space by this giant purple planet in the distance. And he's just gonna stand there and gesture for it, but he's gonna be looking at you, Calamity.
I'm gonna say, are you one of those arch wizards I've heard about?
He can't speak, so he doesn't.
Interesting. Have any of us ever heard any kind of folk tale of this man?
Can I roll a history? No.
You can try, yeah.
I'm getting like Gandalf the White vibes.
I got a 19.
19? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks, I don't know, he doesn't look like anyone you've seen before. He's definitely a king of some kind.
Okay.
He is wearing a crown, but it's not a metal crown or one made of precious materials. It's a crown of fruit and looks to be growing suspended on his head. Like, doesn't know what it's getting its force from, but these berries are rich, they're glistening, and they're plump and ripe, and it forms his crown.
Okay.
But you've never heard of anything like this before, at least in recent times.
Oh, I'm writing so many notes. Okay. This is great.
How interesting. How far would you say we are away from this Gandalf the White type guy, and how far away would you say we are from the black rip in the white?
It's interesting. In this area there's not really any walking involved. Like, if you kind of imagine yourself closer, then you will appear closer.
I see. Well, since I'm not gonna say that Calamity's not big brain or anything, but ever since the things that he saw the other day, he's like way more comfortable or whatever of just accepting this kind of stuff that doesn't make any sense, but maybe makes sense in the grand scheme of life. He's just kind of rolling with it now. But so he's going to imagine going to the rift, but he will try to stop at the foot of this man. And I'm gonna say, thank you for helping us find our friend. Is it okay if I can have one of your berries before I leave?
And he looks down at you, but doesn't speak, doesn't really move his arm either. But through the rift, by the way, Dutch, you do actually see this happen. You see a small white dot, very similar, only opposite color, and it's going to start to rip into the space behind you. And if you were to turn and look at them, or try to, while you're floating, you will see what looks to be Calamity looking up, talking to somebody by the door.
And can I try to speak while I'm here?
You can.
I'm gonna, as I sort of floating through and I see this, and I'll see Calamity and I'll say, somebody tell that goddamn rabbit I want to come back.
I'm right here.
Yeah, do they hear me?
You can, yeah.
Since the man says nothing to me, he does not move or anything. I have a pulse. I have an impulse to just hop up there and snag one, but I feel like that's rude, and I don't want to upset this mage. So I'm just gonna be like, okay, thank you. I'm gonna imagine myself at the front of the rip. And before I do anything, Title, Avaran, what's up with y'all?
So, like, do I just see Calamity start moving towards it?
Yeah, it's almost like he phases before him. So
Huh.
it's like he glitches from where he was standing just a couple feet in front of you to like right by him. And you do see this rift open up and you do hear Dutch calling out.
If I had to gauge the distance to Dutch, well, how far away would he be?
I would say like 30 yards or so.
30 yards. Okay, yeah, never mind. That won't work. I'm gonna try just waving my arms, like trying to like move in that direction, like that.
Are you gonna leap out? Oh my god.
You know, I picture myself just kind of like swimming in place, not moving.
Yeah,
Shout out
okay.
to our raiding friends. Hello.
Yes.
Oh, welcome,
Raiders.
Raiders.
Welcome.
Agora Quest, welcome. I see some Lord Gazumba rating emotes there. I'm guessing you might be friends of him. Welcome. And do you want to let them know where we are currently?
Yeah, we are in the astral plane, and two different astral planes connected together, and we're trying to rescue Dutch, who drank some rabbit's blood. This is the short end of the story.
It seemed like a great idea at the time.
Without really questioning it at all.
Mackenzie, could you please give
Yeah.
Agora Quest a shout out? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining.
So,
All right.
Avarin
So
jumps in.
Yeah, Avran's jumped in, and he's moving
Oh,
out,
boy.
reaching.
So, it's the guy, wizard looking gentleman. Is this person still there?
He's still there.
Who are you? What happened? What is going on? I was reading something.
And he just slowly sort of turns towards you, but doesn't say anything.
We're not talking now. Okay, why are my friends going in a completely different dimension, please? I need any explanation here.
And he kind of looks kind of down at his garb and then points again, like,
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 what
I
don't
gotta
you
go?
get?
I gotta go? We're going that way.
and he does this, but he points at Avran, who's reaching, and both Nate and Chris go ahead and roll a d20. Tell me what you get.
All right.
Oh boy. 11.
Ooh, okay. 19.
11 and a 19. Okay, so as Dutch is sort of trying to just kind of maybe swim towards him or like reaching out for a hand, he's not moving
Fumbling
very
and
much.
tumbling.
But Avran, you do reach and you're able to grasp Dutch's hand, and that's where we're gonna take our break. So we'll be right back. Stick around, Raiders. Let's see if they survive this or not. This goddamn side quest.
It's fun. I'm having fun. I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, we'll be back in just 10 minutes. So hang tight. We're gonna take our pee break. Hello. Guess what? We're back. We're gonna run through our announcements and then carry on with our story and see if we are able to save Dutch from the fucking astral plane. Who stats?
Griffin Co. That was a good run. I like that.
That was beautiful.
Thank
And
you. And see. Thank you, Griffin Co, for being our longest time sponsor. Guys, I only hold that note for really high class people, okay? If you have not checked out Griffin Co yet, go to griffinco.com and check them out right now. They make just all the things. They make minis. They make spellifics. They make terrain. They make dungeons. They make all the things. They have plushies. Check them out, griffinco.com.
Oh my god, their plushies are so cute.
I know. Go check them out right now. Well, like, don't leave. Just like open a tab and check them out. But yeah, and on checkout, enter Fabled42 to get 22% off your purchase. Thank you, Griffin Co.
And then once you've done that, you should definitely check out our friends at Underground Oracle. They create their own resources for 5th edition. They have their Cypher system, which, is available in Harrow, the Blighted Plane, and then a sci-fi version of it called Wild Space. They do post-apocalyptic one-shots. They do one where you're, at a ball, and then all these monsters attack the ball. They have Halloween-themed ones. It's so much content. It's ridiculous, and it all looks fantastic. So check them out at undergroundoracle.net or Drive Through RPG.
Yeah, Monsters Ball. I think I watched that movie.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
Yep. And then when you're done with that, you're gonna want to visit our friends at ninerealmscreations.com. They do commissions based off of wood products, so a lot of dice towers and dice trays. If you're interested at all in having natural, affordable D&D goods for your tabletop gaming, time, I would give them high praise, highly recommend. And we have a code with Fabled42 at checkout. Gives, I believe, 20% off. If not 10, 20 or one of those two. Someone go prove it to me, and go do something. But yeah, very cool. Check them out. Oh, and then when you're done with that, you want to go to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is
The Archives.
The Archives. So there's 2 ways you're watching us right now. It's on Twitch or on YouTube. And if you're already on YouTube, then you already should be hitting the subscribe button because it's just right there. It's YouTube. If you're on Twitch here live, then it's going to be down below in our descriptions where you can see the YouTube channel. Click on that. Tell all your friends. Tell your dog. Tell the dog's friends at the dog park. Tell everybody. Tell the cats. Everyone. Because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube page. And if we do, we get to do a fun giveaway. So you want to have the fun giveaway happen? You want to get a chance to win? Let's boost those numbers. But you guys have done a fabulous job at getting us to 900 already. So thank you so much, community.
Beerus is subscribed.
Fun fact, Beerus is subscribed.
Thank you, AgoreQuest, for that gifted. Love you.
Oh, thank you.
No, thanks!
Great and all-powerful DM, you want to tell them about the Patreon?
Oh,
yeah, join that
And
shit.
channel points and all that.
Yes. If you definitely join our Patreon, we get some exclusive content, including some stuff we talk about behind the scenes or right after the game, our reflections. You can even get a glimpse at some of our care sheets.
our D&D Beyond character sheets.
Yeah, character sheets.
There you go.
For present characters and past ones. So really interesting stuff. We're adding stuff to it all the time.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's a way to chat with us and ask us more intense questions that that may or may not be, I don't know, it's like secret stuff. So yeah, definitely join. But you can use channel points and subscription points in order to give everyone, I don't know, an extra role, or maybe the DM an extra role, something like that. So yeah, help us out, help the team out, especially if they're in a pinch, because it fucking helps sometimes.
To be clear, under
isn't
no
that right,
circumstances should you give the DM any extra roll.
Maybe you do, because I roll so poorly.
I feel like those bad luck blitzes are the DM roles.
Rolling, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking true.
Yep.
Anyway.
It hasn't been said.
Anyway, so back to our story. After trying out some of Calamity's own blood, that's usually sought after by different cultists and things, Dutch was transported to an astral plane, the one that Calamity sort of half lives in, he's finding out. But he's suspended in space right now with no way, having different visions and things, flashbacks and flash forwards in his own life, and kind of floating there before he does see almost a tear into his own existence as a door sort of opens for him and he gets to see Calamity there. And Calamity does hear his call, and out comes Avaran, fucking sprinting out towards him, and is able to get a good grip on his hand. That's where we left off. But now, Avaran, you are also now suspended in this astral plane. You see the same description, that, now you've known, like, where Calamity goes when he blitzes out. and you take a closer look at Dutch, and you notice his eyes are still blacked out. And Dutch, when you're looking at Evren, you noticed his eyes are starting to black out too.
Ooh.
God.
So what I'd like to do, since I'm assuming we all still have our gear on us and stuff,
You do,
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm gonna take my rope, tie it around my waist, tie it around Dutch's waist, and then I'm gonna kind of grab Dutch because he's a halfling, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hurl him towards the portal that I just came through.
And him slinging you back with him. Roll a strength check.
That's the hope, at least. All right, strength check. Here we
With
go.
disadvantage because you're floating in space.
Well, that's not nice.
Don't
All right.
mind.
I was gonna say it's physics, but this ain't physics. Goddamn.
Oh,
For science.
yeah, we're not moving. I got with disadvantage. I got a 2. No, excuse me.
Okay.
With +2, it's a 4.
Yeah, you throw Dutch, and he propels you guys a couple of feet towards the door, but
Mm.
that's about it. Calamity and Toddle, what are you thinking?
Calamity, go first.
Calamity sees this extremely weak throw in this astral space area, and all he can really do is hey, he's gonna like open up his small hands to try to like catch him, even though he's not coming anywhere close to the door. And that's what Calamity does.
Can I speak to Calamity? Like he
Yes,
can.
he'll hear you.
Calamity, use your big hand.
When he said, I was like, how do I even respond? My brain just went straight to the gutter. When he says that, I'm just like, one second, boop. All right. When he says that, I'm just like, huh? And I look at my like right hand in confusion, and that's all I do.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I was talking to a guy, and he's not talking back really. So, what do I see? What do I see from whatever the plane we were on versus the plane that?
Through the door, you see, I would say, yeah, still the same, like 25 yards away,
Okay.
up into the suspended space is Dutch and Avran tied to each other, floating there.
And Calamity's gone.
Calamity's there at the door, stretching out his arms, trying to reach them.
Okay. Are you gonna pull him back in, or are we really gonna have to do this? As I am talking to the other gentleman.
I'm gonna grab my rope and start trying to kind of tug myself towards Averin. Damn it, man! Throw me again.
And as you roll, if you're gonna throw him, yeah, the man that's standing there is gonna sort of drop his arms and then just kind of look out into the door. Can't really do much.
Oh my god. Okay, so Toddle's upset. He's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna get, okay, new invention time. I have gnome abilities that allow me to create things, and I make fun little toys. I am going to make I'm gonna make one of my wind-up toys, like these, like totally what you'd think of when you think of like something that turns, that's like a turning thing and it like sails off. These can fly or be on the ground, but in this case I will pick up one that looks kind of like a little airplane, colorfully put together. Maybe it's shiny, I don't know, whatever you want. And turn it, and I'm gonna attach a rope to the end of it and just be like, can you catch this, and I'll pull you guys in. Just everyone grab onto this thing and send it out to the astral plane.
Roll a strength check.
Oh, okay. This is not gonna be good. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait, wrong dice. Oh my god, I got a natural 20!
Hell yeah!
Oh,
Oh, that was lucky. That was
Nice.
so lucky.
Nice.
Mix
Okay.
it in, boys.
I have a +0 to strength, so that is what I got.
Nice. All right.
Oh, wow, that was so clutch. Okay.
Sorry, my lizard just catapulted itself. Okay. Distracted. But yeah, so you see Calamity's reaching out, and you do see, because you're a little bit above the door, you see Toddle kind of step forward, and both of you guys get a visual on him. He starts to build something really quickly kind of underneath his cloak. You hear what he says, and he tosses this thing, and it starts to propel forward with its little propellers. And you're able... Do you guys grab it? It does reach you.
I mean, Dutch would be closer.
I absolutely try to reach out and grab it.
Okay. And then, so Toddle and Calamity, you do have to pull them in.
Okay.
So you have to roll another strength check. It doesn't have to
Okay.
be too strong, but
I'm still gonna. Should
I'm
I
just
say-
making
gonna-
sure it's not a nat one.
Okay, because I was like, I have potions that will make me more stronger.
DM, I'm also gonna try and test something out that I'm still relatively new with. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand behind me and just kind of like push my own butt with it.
Nice.
One doesn't want to use their hand spell.
Don't you be angry at me.
I would say that fucking works. I would say that works. Yeah. Yeah. I guess the mage hand and the efforts of pulling, little effort on the pulling end, but yeah, you are.
I rolled a
able to keep it.
19 on strength, but whatever, it's cool.
All right. So you rolled a 19.
Oh, Loaded
What
dice.
Wait, real quick. What did you get?
I got a 19 too.
Oh my god.
Hey,
So as-
twinsies!
Twinsies.
So as
Okay,
Avran casts this mage hand, as he starts to push the two of you forward already, both of the little ones huff and puff, and they pull really hard on the rope, and you guys fucking fly and land. There's actually gravity on the plane that they're on, so you do hit the ground pretty hard.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And at that, the man is going to raise his hand again and sort of close his open hand into a fist, and the gate is going to shut and snap closed, as if it was never even there to begin with.
Well, wherever you were, I hope you looted it. Dutch.
Loot space.
Space.
I was flailing aimlessly in the ether.
Oh, okay.
Calamity, is this where you go to?
Sometimes, yeah.
Is this where you went the other day when we were fighting?
Yeah. There.
Christ, no wonder he's got a hair trigger.
Oh, detail. I know nothing.
Thanks.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'd be a little jumpy too if I was,
well, I'm
getting sucked off into the Was
Was
Let's
that a
say
pun you
dragged
just
off.
made there?
I'm glad that you fully understand now, because before it was just like, oh, you need a drink, but now you know.
Calamity, I will tell you two things. I'll tell you this. One, I don't fucking understand shit. Two, what I do have is a little bit more empathy. And I hope that while I can't understand, I can at least be a little more understanding towards you.
I'm gonna be.
I can't imagine what my life would be like if I was dealing with this on a regular basis.
And as you're talking to me with such heart, you see Calamity staring at you, but like almost in a trance. Like it's kind of hard to look at you. And I'm gonna say, so Dutch, that was really nice and heartfelt, but I gotta say, your black eyes made it just really uncomfortable.
You're still staring at him with blacked out eyes.
and then I'm gonna like my little cottontail's just gonna like, and I'm gonna like turn and like kind of hop away from you, Dutch, and I'm gonna be looking directly up at Avaran. Avaran, your eyes are going away too. Are you okay?
What do you mean they're going away? I still see out of them.
They're getting blacker. Like Dutch's
I just
eyes.
like shake my head, like trying to like. Did that work?
DM.
Well, it's no.
I'm just gonna. Not at all. I think it got worse. Well, as long as you can still see.
And
Yeah.
interesting enough, Averin, as soon as you're blinking your eyes and you're blinking again, and at one point you open them, and you're gonna find yourself back on the regular plane with everybody else, and you're gonna notice that it looks like the herd has transported your bodies a little bit further down, and on a kind of a bigger part of the cliff. It almost looks like a piece of that broken road that you guys started on. And you all are all there together.
I love that you all experienced what I go through with me as a team. I think that's like a huge bonding thing. How'd you
I am
like
gonna
it?
say, I'm probably not gonna drink the blood again. I appreciate the offer, Calamity, but that, no, thank you.
I swear I didn't know that was gonna happen. I promise. I had no idea that could. I didn't. That's never happened before. No one's ever drunk my blood before. But I'm sorry.
You know, I probably could have put 2 and 2 together. So that's on me. Let's be honest.
Did you? I'm gonna hop close to you and I'm gonna whisper, because I don't want the other teammates to hear. Did it taste good?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Taste was not what I was going for. I couldn't even tell you what it tasted like. One moment I'm holding the syringe, and the next, just bam, I'm floating in space.
And at that,
It's,
Dutch and Averin, you're still having a couple of side effects from being on that plane. So there are moments where you feel like you're grounded, and there's other moments where you feel like you're not, and you kind of almost feel like you phase back into the plane at some points. Very briefly, though. Leave the lizard alone, Pierce.
Just the lizard.
Well, that was fun, huh?
Nice pit stop, everybody.
Tuttle, what do you think about all that?
I don't know, but that guy was mean. Did you guys see the man?
He wasn't mean. He was just
He didn't help at all.
He totally helped. He opened the door in time and space so we could get our friend.
You kind
I
of
will
remind
say,
me of...
I've met a guy or two that has the keys to the astral gates, and I'll be honest, they're not big talkers.
Well, I could have gotten anything. I didn't even just talk to him. I was trying to communicate in different language or different things, and just nothing. I got nothing. I usually know these people, you know. I just assumed he's some powerful wizard of some kind, but
Not so much a wizard, more like a druid.
Okay.
And
yeah.
as you and you hear the
Old wise gentleman.
and you hear a response to what you were saying.
Was that from the King Goat?
Is the king goat a druid?
Oh.
I love when you asked that. Anne's eyes literally like shined like stars after you asked that. That's crazy. That was wild.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at the King Goat, the Alpha. Did you know that wizard that druid man?
And the goat kind of looks over at Toddle, then looks back at you, Calamity. And his mouth doesn't move, but you can hear him speak. Druids have been hiding for centuries now, and there's only a few ways we can maintain our true form, and it can't be here on this plane anymore.
Damn.
I know what spell that was. My druid brain is screaming at me. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
So, okay, the goat is talking to us now? Or just
Yeah.
Calamity? Oh, he's straight up just talking.
Yeah, he spoke to you first. He was
Oh!
he answered you.
Oh, that was to me! Okay.
He's not moving his mouth, so it seems like either this is like a mental talk or just like a
Right.
aura
The
talk.
worldly
so.
voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot. How's everyone feeling? Do we want to continue our walk? And also,
DM,
goat.
can I ask the goat without casting speak with animals?
Now you can, yeah. He's
So I
understood you
want
the
to
whole time.
know. I will ask him. Could you understand me this entire time? Did I, like you? You could speak to us?
I could understand you. Sorry. I had to be sure.
Well, that's good to know.
And to think you could have saved a little bit of magical energy.
It's a dangerous world out there, and I thought I'd never see the day when I'd cross paths with you. But I'm glad.
Oh.
Are you able
good.
to travel with us on our journey here through this abominable trench?
Sorry, ask me that again. I just froze for a second.
Yeah.
So ask the alpha goat if he would be so kind as to accompany us on our journey further into the fog through this ravine or trench.
Unfortunately, this is where our journey together ends. Me and my people can't pass this point. And he kind of looks behind him, and so do all the females. And the wall of fog is just right there. I would say like 30 feet and 30 feet behind the herd.
Your
Right.
people. Does that mean all of them are druids?
And you see one of the little kids says, "Yep."
Oh. Oh, cool. Well, you guys don't have to stay goats. I guess it's convenient for you all though, but because you're all traveling. But if you want to come with us, we're trying to go that way, and you know.
No.
Yeah,
That's
Tuttle,
about it.
I don't think they can
Oh.
come with us.
That's valid. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's too dangerous for us here.
I mean, Tatul, think about how dangerous it is for me. Just
Yeah.
me as a... And I cut myself off because I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I want to reveal that.
The goat, the king, he does nod towards you, Avaran, and he's quiet just for a moment, but then speaks again. We have to go the other way. We wanted to help in any way we can in this war.
War. We're at war.
I'm going to hop to his feet. The Alpha King. And this is a more I want to say this is more emotional for Calamity. His people being very, kind of fey and more attuned with nature and things of that nature. And like I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, even in our time, druids were far few in between. Like you could live your whole life without bumping into one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it was an honor to meet you, and thank you so much for your help. And I'm really happy that druids are still alive and well.
And he kind of has like a hearty laugh, and his laugh is almost different than his voice he's presenting. It's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit more relaxed. It's a joyful, almost contagious laugh. And you do see his head jerk back a little bit, but then he does lean in a little bit closer to you because he's pretty tall. He says, "There's a lot more of us out there than you realize, and we're always watching. And I'll be sure that our kind does protect you on your journey."
The owl!
The fucking owl!
I bow to him. I bow to him, and I will hop back. I'll just step back and just rejoin the team, and that's all for me.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I'll dismount if I haven't already.
You weren't mounted on him. You're in front.
Okay.
We're all still sitting on druids.
It's a super weird conversation because I'm sitting on you, but So I will approach him, and as a halfling, I'm looking up at him, this giant mountain goat in front of me, and I say, I can't thank you enough for protecting us, and we won't soon forget the generosity that we were shown here, and well, I may even write a song or two. Thank you.
I'd like to hear that. And don't you worry, you four and the friends of your past, I've heard, have done a lot more for our kind than you will ever realize. I think if anyone is to be grateful, it's me. And at
And
that,
tell me,
he's gonna bow to you. And the female goats are gonna follow suit.
oh,
Uh-oh.
I will look back at him and say, there's no need to bow. We are companions. And tell me, do you have a name?
He does stand up, and he says, Koa, King of the
Koa.
Mountain, King of the Druid.
Oh my god, I am so excited.
Yay.
So Mackenzie's excited. Tuttle is very he is he does not like this attention at all. He is very concerned, I guess, and is like immediately uncomfortable and is gonna just start walking. Like gonna start walking away from this because he is just, I don't like this.
Towards the fog?
Mm-hmm. He's going in. He's just going in. He's like, I don't like this.
Toddle, if I may.
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay. Now I will do this. Well, before I do this, DM, when you said "Tuttle, if I may," was that from the goat, the alpha goat?
Yes.
All right. Now I'm going to do this. Tuttle, your shadow under you comes alive, and it will.
But I'm in fog.
Not yet.
Not yet. And
Okay.
your shadow comes alive and pulls around you to kind of gently grab you. And I will, with Big B's hand, put you in front of the goat. Shut up, Chris, shut up. with Big B's hand, I will put you in front of this king goat.
Now, Toddle, what do we say?
Face.
Invincibility.
I'm invisible.
Yeah, I'm going invisible, and there's glitter.
He's still there. He can hear you.
And he has a little bit of that hearty laugh again, and he says, Toddle, it's because of your genius that broke the first turret, that destroyed that turret and freed a lot of my family. I think if I can be most grateful, it is to you, and the two that helped you, and Calamity as well. But be wary. Where you're going is a dangerous place, so keep an eye on your surroundings, and don't ever reveal your identity. Do you understand?
He's gonna nod his head, but no, he's everyone, like, he's invisible, so only the goat know that, what he said. Or did.
Whatever information you collect from that place, hold it tight to you, and look into my people as well. Look up my name. You'll see our histories there. You'll see where we once collected together in different places. Note that, because that might be one of the hidden turrets. If I can get more information on that, I'll try to deliver it to you as soon as possible. But first I have to know that you were able to get there and survive. We'll come to you, though. Just be wary. And this is where I have to leave you all now. We're running out of time, me and my clan. I used a lot of power to pull in your friend. Good luck. And at that, he's going to kind of walk past you all with the whole herd and just walk the opposite direction. But in that really fast pace as before, so he's gonna pick up speed. And all the little kids are gonna go around you and like hop around and all say like little goodbye, bye, bye, see ya, bye, bye, Guitar Man, and then walk away.
Tuttle, you feel your dangling feet slowly descend to the ground, and the blackness releases you and turns back into your shadow once again.
Okay, I'm gonna still be invisible.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tuttle, are you ready?
You hear him like at the edge of the fog. Yeah, I'm over here, and then he'll like snap his fingers, and he's not invisible anymore. And he's like, "Okay, let's go, please."
Are we all? I'll look around. Are we all willing to take this step into the unknown together?
Calamity hops into the fog.
Mm-hmm.
Avaran takes out his snake sword and ignites the flames. You're fucking A right, we are.
And you both, and all of you, walk through this thick fog, and it's thick. You can't see anything around you. So everyone roll, a dexterity check, please.
I'm usually good at this. Let's see what happens. Oh, well, you know. You know what? I'm going to use my ability and re-roll that.
If anyone wants to give me a luck or inspo, that'd be so great. Just saying. 'Cause I got something not great.
Okay.
Oh, we just got another raid
Yay!
Oh, snap!
The
Welcome.
Game Master
Very
Eric.
cool.
with a party of
Guys.
12, no less.
Welcome, Raiders. We have
Right on,
just
guys.
stepped into a very dense fog, and for some reason, we are rolling deck saves.
Yup.
As we head towards the Valley of Death.
Okay,
Crazy.
so my deck save came to a total of 11.
30, 20.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, actually, and just to add to that, DM, if I fail, I have a racial feat that I can roll something on top of that to possibly succeed. I just want to put that out there.
Okay, noted.
Okay.
I got 22.
Okay, sweet.
I got 3.
3. All right. Toddle, a little clumsy there. You might accidentally step off some of the ledge. Does anyone reach to catch Toddle before he falls?
I
do.
do.
Thank you.
We're one
All
for
right.
all here. All for one.
Thank you.
And you do. Toddle, you start to teeter off a little bit, and as you begin to lose your balance and start to feel the weight of all the equipment in your cloak start to weigh you off of the ledge, you
Bummer.
feel a little tiny paw reach up and grab your cloak and pull you against the wall once again.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna be just like on Calamity.
And keep walking forward.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say, lads, I think seeing as we can't see where we're going, might be a good idea to lash ourselves together, just so
Genius.
Smart.
so the
Exactly
the
what I was
rope that
thinking.
I had tied to Dutch, I'm going to kind of loop in Toddle and Calamity as well, so we're kind of going in a chain.
Nice. So we're gonna do a few dexterity saves as we're walking through the
Okay.
terrain. As long as the rope's still attached to you, everyone has advantage on their rolls.
All right.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. And what's the marching order?
Can we go like 4 abreast, like on like how
It's too
Calamity and I
narrow.
were Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
Is it
this
like
time
a plus sign?
a plus sign.
Yeah. So like
Uh,
one person in front, 2 on the side, and then 1 on the back.
You can do
I
that.
envisioned it like more of a chain, like just
Yeah,
in a row.
snake.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think seeing as it's a thick fog that we can't see through, and I've got like the flaming sword, I should be in the front.
Okay.
Okay. You're leading the way.
I'll be in the back then. We'll switch spots.
I was
There
gonna
you go.
say, Toddle. I have a relatively solid dex. I was gonna say I could take up the rear.
Oh,
As
okay.
something of an anchor. We got
Mhm.
pretty scrappy.
Yeah. Okay.
The,
That's
the little,
I have.
the little's in the middle.
Yeah. Well, everyone's little except for.
Oh yeah, we're all
Me.
kind of tiny.
Avran. It's like tall and then doot. Okay, so Avran, you're leading the way. Go ahead and roll a quick investigation, please.
I will do this.
Am I the next tallest after Avaran as a gnome? Because I think gnomes are taller than halflings in Haragon.
Well, yeah. I think you're the next
so.
tallest.
Yeah. Okay.
We just go in size order.
By
Yeah.
like a few inches.
No, Calamity is never.
Calamity's
in
the
back.
smallest. Yeah.
Calamity has to be in the middle at all times.
Yeah. Calamity is not the smallest. Oh, wait, no, you are the smallest.
I am the smallest. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Okay. Yep.
Avran, what's your roll?
11.
Okay. Avran, you see nothing but thick fog before you still. It's pretty dense too. It's also, you're gonna find it a little bit hard to breathe. It's like breathing through smoke, kind of. Or just really dense, maybe just super humid. But as you walk through, you are gonna see the fog start to clear up a little bit. And then eventually you're gonna break through this wall of fog. And Avran, you're the first to see this. But you see a giant gorge as the trench that you are walking through does start to end and taper down almost at a cliff. So you're standing at a cliff and you can see this giant gorge before you with a small trail of a river deep at the bottom of this. And most of the cliffs are still covered in snow, are all snow-capped, slate, gray and black rock. But you're gonna see a giant city tower and castle, almost like a spire in the distance. And the city itself looks like it's made out of just crystal obsidian. It's beautiful and reflects all of the light against this gorge. But below you within the gorge, it's dark, it's gray, and there seems to be another set of mist, a little bit lighter, that's almost kind of a murky purple and gray as well. And that's where we're going to end today's show.
Oh, buddy.
Yay.
So thank you so much, you guys.
Next episode.
That was a good one.
Yep.
Right on.
Next episode's gonna get good. And isn't our next episode our 50th?
Yep.
Yeah.
Golden anniversary.
Anniversary episode. Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
We're gonna
Bring out the bling.
have tons of fun special giveaways for that episode, as the 50th anniversary is the gold anniversary. So.
Oh.
Yeah, baby. It's gonna
Wow. It's a lot of episodes, my guys.
You're the only one that's been here for all of them.
Nope. I even had a break for a month, so nope.
All right, so we're gonna do that thing where while I look for the next party to raid,
Let's do it.
you guys talk to each other, talk to chat, and figure out a raiding message.
Yeah.
Give me some time.
Yes. Well, so many notable things in this episode.
Avran lighting his torch. Hell yeah, we are.
Hell yeah, we are.
I love it.
There was a lot of golden moments. This is a good episode.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
The Goat Lord? The King of the Druids?
Right.
Yeah, Druid Goat, Koa.
Excuse? I took notes.
yeah.
I did notes. I'm gonna remember about that pillar, ma'am. And those planes. And what else did I take notes on? Owl is following us. Oh, we know why.
Can we do a quick pet check?
Pet check.
Pet check.
Do I have mine?
Poor Bean scratched a chunk of fur off of his neck.
Hello.
Milo is
Milo!
17 now?
Oh my god, old boy.
16, 17? Yeah, he's an old man.
Old man, and I got an old lady. Maybe
Oh,
the
the elderly.
14.
We're bringing the elderly.
Look at them.
Yeah, and I think you have to let all the snakes loose.
Oh my god, I should.
Right?
Should I go get one?
Xena.
My god, the Zine Queen.
I don't know how you don't just use like one of the ball pythons as a prop every time you play.
I know,
D&D.
true.
I thought about doing that. I thought about it.
It's a lot. It
I
has
would
to be
totally
like,
like if I had
Maybe
like
for
some,
our
like,
50th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
for
you
the
go.
50th, I'll whip out one of them.
Dude, yeah, if I was like a druid or like a mage or something like that, I'd just be like pondering my fucking snake all day.
Mm.
Don't
Well,
Google that.
I will say, something I purchased for Toddle. It was something I wanted, but it also reminded me of Toddle being a alchemist. Was it's supposed to be a planter, but it looks like it's like a holding vase for all these jars, and I need to
Oh,
put
nice.
fluids in it and then cork them, and then I would have some fun potions that I could actually like swirl around on stream or something.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Very
That
cool.
would be cute. That would be a fun idea.
That would be a fun idea.
So, chat. At the beginning of the stream, we asked about my infusion, because I have an empty slot for an artificer infusion, and there's a lot of options. So, if anyone, I didn't see anything in particular. I'm gonna have to go back and read chat. But if anyone has a very nice commentary on what our next artificer infusion should be for me to bring along, y'all can voice your opinions. Otherwise, I will pick something at random.
Yeah, we should do that voting thing.
Yeah.
Willow, you want to say hi? Oh, you want to bring Toy? Okay. I don't know if I can even pick her up. She won't let me. Come here. Come here. No, they can't see you like this. You can't see. She
All
don't
right, I have picked who we're going to. We are going to be going to Behold Roleplay.
Let's do it.
So
Hi.
remember to copy those rate messages that you guys put in the chat, correct? You guys did that?
I did it. Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, guys, remember to copy those so that when we get to this new party, we are going to give them a wall of raid messages from love. And just so you all know, you guys probably do, but when you raid with a channel, you do accrue 250 channel points. So you can use them here for very fun things. So
Cha-ching.
until next time, you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.